And whatever time I get that message is a bad time. Like I'm probably at dinner, I'm helping my children, I'm at work, I'm in a meeting. Doesn't matter. I'm sitting doing nothing. It's a bad time to receive it. And so can we build something where the AI will automatically respond at any time that it comes in saying, all right, which toilet? Where is it leaking? Could you take a picture from me? Oh, could you turn off the water? You don't know how? Here's how. The AI can answer that question.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I'm your host, Scott Bursey. And today in studio, we're joined by a person I've been really counting the days to chat with, Harrison Stevens, who is the big player in the real estate technology space. Whether you're navigating the high-tech side of property management or helping families find their perfect spot in the Choice City, he's a wealth of knowledge. Welcome to the show, Harrison.
Thank you for having me, Scott.
Yes, it's our pleasure. Please give us the backstory. How did you start your career, and what are you focused on today?
Yeah, I started as a front-end developer, designer, went to college for that, and then started building things for a company I worked for, actually online dating software. So very relatable to real estate, right? And we built things, and then it was built, and then our owners go, cool, get us customers. And then all of a sudden I became a marketer. And I found that I actually really enjoyed that part of it, and got into that, grew that company quite a bit, moved into personal finance industry and education, credit repair, got into that, grew that company pretty well, moved into health, and I've jumped honestly from industry to industry, home decor, but always something that was consistent is B2C. I'm always marketing directly to consumers and often subscriptions. And while I was doing all of that in my personal life, my sister is a realtor in South Florida where I'm from, and she talked me a little bit into buying a place and renting it out and becoming a landlord. So while I was doing all of this marketing for B2C subscriptions, I was doing, investing and, becoming a landlord on the side. And when the opportunity at TurboTenant came to me to run a marketing team for a B2C subscription software for landlords, it was a pretty quick fit for me. Came in on day one having a lot of opinions, and I told people them. And it's been really enjoyable to help grow this company from 500,000 landlords that have used the platform to 2 years later over 1 million, doubled in size in 2 years. That has been a really fun ride.
And I can see the company's in good hands. What markets are you operating in?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
But we're US based. So as long as the property itself is in the US, we're a good fit, specifically for midterm and long-term rentals. Really, long-term is our sweet spot. If you have a lease and you want to screen and collect rent and screen tenants and collect rent, that's what our product's for. The Airbnbs that does the screening, the finding, all that, they're great at it. Use them for that. If you want to buy a rental property and manage it yourself on the long-term side and midterm as well, we're a really good fit for independent investors.
And Harrison, what caught my attention about you was the way you've been able to bridge the gap between high-level real estate tech, like your work with TurboTenant, and the actual boots on the ground mentality of the market. Curious, with everything shifting in real estate, what's the one thing that shouldn't change in your view?
I mean, the way that we look at owning rental properties is you are providing a service to a customer, which is your tenant. And now they're paying you and all that, just like a normal customer would, but it should feel like a service to them, and they should be providing, rent and taking care of your place. And that personal aspect shouldn't go away. Like my tenants, I've known their names. I knew that they had a daughter. Like I know what color they painted the room, purple. Those are the things that I think differentiates an independent investor that's a landlord versus these corporate, giant enterprises that own 50,000 rental units. Like you're a number if you're a renter versus you're a person that I'm providing a home to. That's the part that our software really helps create a better space for. And I think that's the part that really is a big part of the housing, industry, of that personal aspect and that service aspect that I really would like to enhance rather than see diminish.
Well, absolutely. Excellent breakdown, by the way. And also, something that's been on my mind. In today's noisy market, what is the one hard truth agents are ignoring right now in your mind?
I mean, there's a few. I mean, the service aspect, I think all agents really can to take advantage of, and using technology to provide that service. I think there's still a lot of agents and there's still a lot of investors that are still using, older tools, and the expectation of your clients, whether they're tenants or investors, is that you're using technology to make things better for them, finding them better deals, finding them better processes, saving them time or money. That's the thing that you can't look away from and you have to embrace. And I am not saying that you just hand it off to AI. Saying use AI for certain aspects or use automation for certain aspects to make it better in a meaningful way, but don't give up that service aspect that really differentiates you from everyone else.
Those are some really good words of wisdom. What's the biggest lesson you've learned from a deal that maybe went sideways for you?
So from personal investing or from, the software aspect of what we're doing, what would be a better thing for your eye?
Personal investing, or whichever way, any sort of hard knocks that you experience that you could share with us. No business is perfect. Anything that you could illustrate for us.
I've learned to love long, detailed contracts. The more put in writing, the better, even if it's with a friend of mine, or someone I know personally. Like, just the more that we have in writing, the less ambiguity. Like, the handshake deal is only a amount of time before it becomes a problem. And, my last rental property, I sadly wrote my own lease from a template I found online, and, it worked well. I had a tenant for 5 years, good relationship. And when I went to sell it, there were little stipulations that I didn't really think about that caused gray areas, that caused stress between not really me and my tenant, but actually me and my tenant's wife. And that's where I could see her take on it legally too, as well as my own. And it was this gray area that wasn't defined. And if I would have just gotten a lease that was written by a professional, we provide them as well, a TurboTenant, these things could have been accounted for. And when I look at business, contracts for TurboTenant, anything that isn't very clearly stated, I have put in writing just in case, even to protect my partner. The person that I'm working with, signing the deal with, if it's better for them, at least I know exactly what it says. That's why I love really long, detailed leases. It just covers it.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Right there was a really good example. Sometimes the biggest positives come from those tough lessons. Thank you for sharing that with us. Harrison, what's the one piece of advice you wish you'd known when you were first starting out that you could share with us?
I mean, from a career standpoint, even an investor standpoint, this is actually advice someone gave to my roommate in college that I've used forever since. And it was a CEO of a very large company telling a 21-year-old at the time. So it's a little while ago for me. And where do you want to be in 5 years? And I've narrowed it down maybe to 2 years these days. 2 years is a long time, but you know, it's really hard to get to where you want to go if you don't know where that is. So I wanted to have a certain amount of investments by the age of 30. I wanted to be a certain level of position or make a certain salary by 30. Now I'm looking at 40. And what steps can I take to get there? And sometimes it might be a step back to put me on a better path forward. Sometimes it's a pivot. Sometimes it's this isn't working for me and I should take a short loss to get to a better gain. That's the things that have gotten me further in my career, is just strategically making decisions on my end goal. And I see a lot of people on my team, companies, people I work with, friends, they're just, what's going to help me win tomorrow? And they're just winning small steps every month. And my friends that are planning further out, or my colleagues that are planning for, they're making meaningful gains over time. And I think that's something that I really try and think about. It's what I ask any new hire that joins my team. Where do you want to be? As I said, 5 years is too hard for average people to say, but like, where do you want to be in 2 years? What do you want your role to look like? What do you want your investment strategy to be? What do you want your life to look like? Those are the things that will get people to think maybe a little bit further out and start making longer term decisions to help benefit themselves.
Absolutely. Harrison, playing the long game makes so much sense. Now, I know a lot of our audience is either earlier in their journey or looking to level up. And I think they'd benefit from hearing this from you. When it comes to building relationships and growing your network, what's made the biggest difference for you?
I mean, it is growing the network, and not just finding people that can help you, but finding people you can help. I think is the dual sided aspect of it. And also playing the long game. I once worked for a company that I really disliked. And when I went to find a job, my network was kind of weak. And I began to talk to as many people, engage with many people, like personally, like LinkedIn, for business aspects and easy to build a community. And I have gotten almost every job since from my network on LinkedIn. And when I had a coffee with a CEO of another company this morning, and we spent half the time learning about each other's business, half the time talking about who we knew that could help each other. And it was fun. Not only that, like, I enjoyed the conversation, and you know, that's where it becomes enjoyable, but two, it just feels better. And if I can help him, he'll think about people that have helped him, and I will come to mind when opportunities come. And that's the network that I built that I'm referring to him. So I've learned that from real estate agents. When I just bought a house actually 2 months ago, and hey, who's your plumber? I asked my agent, who's the right person for this? I trust her because she has a good network. And that's a big part of why I'm working with her, is her network. And that's a value add that they have, because now I'm going to work with her the next deal.
Absolutely. Those relationships in this space are everything. And that's not just good karma, what you described. That's a bulletproof business strategy. Harrison, last question. What are you most excited about now that you want everyone to keep an eye on?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
I think the increased velocity of innovation thanks to AI it's got to be on everyone's mind. And I think for us, the things that we're using for AI is something I kind of touched on earlier of finding specific use cases where we can automate or take things off our users' hands. So we released something a few months ago that, you know, typical landlord problem, get a text from my tenant, toilet's broken. Which toilet? There is more than one. What's broken about it? Is it leaking? Is it overflowing? Is it not flushing? What is clogged? So many questions. And whatever time I get that message is a bad time. Like I'm probably at dinner, I'm helping my children, I'm at work, I'm in a meeting. Doesn't matter. I'm sitting doing nothing. It's a bad time to receive it. And so, can we build something where the AI will automatically respond at any time that they comes in saying, "All right, which toilet? Where is it leaking? Could you take a picture from me? Oh, could you turn off the water? You don't know how? Here's how." The AI can answer that question. Can it help you actually solve the problem without even getting involved? Maybe, 25% or more of our AI conversations get resolved without the landlord even getting involved, and then they just see the report. But for the rest, it can't be. But instead of trying to figure out what's wrong, the AI will collect all the information and hand it to the landlord and say, "All right, now it's time for you to go get a plumber." And how much time and headache has that saved you? And that's really just the start. It's just a toilet. Like all of these different things that we can build through that is solving maintenance, which is the biggest headache that we hear from our users. And then on top of that, can we then triage and actually find you that plumber for you? Are all the things that we're doing. And then can we build an AI agent that can answer the phone for you? These are things that we're really excited about. And the maintenance side we've had for a while. All these other things are investments that we're exploring and we're testing to make sure it works well enough that we can release it to the large user base we have. And it's really exciting because every new release that we have creates a stress release for our landlords and our investors, and even for our tenants. It's 1:00 in the morning, you have that problem. You're going to get an answer in seconds, and maybe you don't even feel guilty that you're, bothering your landlord. That's great service. And that's what we're really excited about.
Absolutely. And that whole process is allowing things to run so much more efficiently. That is exciting. That is exciting. Love it. That's huge. And
I'm
that was
excited.
incredible. Thanks for those insights. That level of conviction is exactly what it takes to actually win in this market. All right, before we wrap, if someone wanted to reach out, connect with you, maybe collaborate or learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way for them to reach you?
I mean, for the brand, go to TurboTenant.com. We also have our YouTube channel. We do our own podcast. We do a lot of free education. So TurboTenant, you search for it, you'll find a lot of what I just said. But if you want to reach out to me specifically, Harrison Stevens on LinkedIn. If you're just listening, you can't see me, bald guy with a beard. There's a few Harrison Stevens out there. I think I'm the only one that looks like that. Happy to connect, love to chat about marketing, about investing, and love diving in and learning about businesses too. That's really fun as well.
Huge thanks to Harrison for dropping those strategies. It was awesome having you on the show.
Fun being here, Scott. Thank you for having me.
And for everyone tuning in, if you found value in today's episode, please make sure you're subscribed. Until next time, keep your standards high and your vision clear. We'll see you in the next episode, everybody.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.